Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. Sorry there wasn't one last week, we had a bit of a power outage over here. But now I'm back and I want to show you the last, which will probably be the last, of my Hulkbuster updates. I did quite a while ago, made the original base of this mock and made an update a while after that. And then a little after that, I got the official Hulkbuster set from Age of Ultron and basically used it to finish this off. So I'm just going to briefly go through some of the new things that have been added and show you the articulation and a little bit of features I just got. So start off with, you'll see I've changed the lower legs to have this dark red piece here, this maroon piece, instead of the gunmetal piece that was there before. I just feel it's a better fit for the design. You could say that it's a bit cheaty just going with some CCBS pieces, but given how much I put into everything else, I feel it's okay. I could try, I might go back and try making those all system pieces, but to get the size and proportions the way I like it, this is what works best. Now this is not to scale or anything. You know, the official Hulk big fig is like up to here, but this is more to scale to normal. I was going to say normal minifigures. It's to scale with normal minifigure heads, because they have very large heads, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So got the new leg pieces, lower leg pieces. I've changed the gauntlet guards to be maroon red, changed the chest a bit to be angled. I've added the shoulder pads, I don't know if those are in the last part, and of course I've added the Hulkbuster head. Now behind, it's quite built up now. You'll see we've got a lot of thrusters, still using some of those Kai's mech pieces. I feel they just look good and fit this whole idea pretty well. But there's a lot of like sideways construction, a lot of clips being used here. I just really wanted to get like all those thrusters and arc reactors to look correct. That's also why I've added the translucent pieces in the forearms and in the knees to try and give the correct arc reactor placement according to the MCU movies. So that's pretty much all the new stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but the mannequin, whatever those things are called, it's wobbling around quite a bit right now. That's pretty much all the new stuff. I'll go through the mainly one feature that it does have, and that is you can put a minifigure in here. And this is what I meant with the head thing. As you can see, the head of the minifigure is a bit more proportionate with this. It's still a tiny bit too small, but it's pretty close. And of course you can still open, if I can get in there, I have to lift the figure up a bit. You can still open it up. There are studs that this actually attaches to on the inside. It can be a little bit difficult to actually get it to attach to those, but if I take it out, how you can see in there, it's a bit dusty. That shows you how long ago. But there are translucent red 1x2s. I don't know why I went with translucent red, but whatever. I've got a more appropriate figure to go in here now. The Age of Ultron Iron Man figure. I don't know which version of the suit this is. You know, I'm not an expert on all the suits and everything, but this can go in there. And now, at least, you don't have to have the figure in there to actually look like it's still useful, because the helmet piece comes over. I am using the original connection, slightly altered, with the translucent. I think those were Ninjago skeleton arms. That's where they first came from, the smooth clip-based arms. That's basically the features. I guess you could also say, you know, some of the articulation could be considered a feature, like on the back here. These thrusters are, you know, slightly movable on a bit of a gimbal. These top ones aren't really meant to be moved. I've used a lot of different techniques here to get all this filled in and look as greebly as possible. I tried to keep as many of the gaps filled in as possible, hence the shoulder pads here, because without these it just looks like that, which doesn't, I mean, it looks okay, but it looks like it's got very shallow shoulders. It doesn't really fit so well. There's a cobweb there. But this is also on a hinge here, so this will allow for articulation like this, and to get this as close as possible. And you can use that Mixel's joint to fill in over the shoulder like that. So we're going to articulation, as I've already kind of started. Of course, like I said, we've got the hinge, we've got a Mixel ball joint, we've got a hinge here. The arm itself is on a small CCBS joint, a medium one, and then we've got just a direct clip system to CCBS joint there. That just means that you can't necessarily get the wrist to go up and down like this, but if you curl it in a little bit, you can still get a lot of those sort of poses you'll be looking for. So that's basically the arms. You've got the fingers, of course. They're now in dark red. Head, there's nothing apart from the opening section here. I've already showed you the thrusters. There's even more thrusters down there. These ones are here also on hinges. The hips can go out about that far, and it can go back only about this far because there is the thruster piece there. If you take that off though, you can get that a lot further. I'm not going to because it's very hard to get that back on, but you can get it far forwards. Knees can go a little over 90. You got a little bit of interference there, but it is still clearing it, so you're not really going to get any scratching on there. Whereas the gunmetal parts did actually clash quite a bit. You can actually get a bit of inverted knee as well with this. Ankles can go a little bit side to side. Cannot really go back because of the joint I'm using. Can go more forwards though. And there's no toes or anything, but they are now more smooth, mixing in the dark red, the gold, and there's heel spurs there to give it a decent amount of stability. So I'm pretty happy with how this has come out. It's pretty simple to see the things I've added. You can just pause at any time to see what I've done here, and then compare that to the video I made on the original build, and you could add to it. But I still really like how it looks proportionally. It still looks good on the shelf. Doesn't look too Lego-like, but it still has that Lego charm to it, where it's not quite perfect. Yeah, that's about it. Hope this was a little bit informal. If you've seen this in the shelf before and was curious about what's changed about it, hopefully you enjoyed. Like I said, go check out the others if you want to know how a lot of this is built. A lot of it originally was based on other designs, which I modified quite a lot to be my own design now. Yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll have another video out next week, probably game related. see you next time. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. We're almost at 50 subscribers. That's pretty cool. So yeah, if you can bring that over, that'll be cool. Bye.